I recognize this area. The road to Tirsis is west of here. We can follow it all the way there. The ferry crosses the river near here. It's the only way to ford the Rappahalladron at this point. What are you doing here?
Waiting for the ferry. Illness in the family. Fools, in the name of my master, Broner, I will destroy you both. Attack! Destroy them both.
Take that, bastard!
When we meet again, you will die.
He just disappeared. You've got it. Now let's fix this ferry. That's an easy shot for me. There! Jack! Monsters, they're coming out from the woods! Hurry! At least that should slow down Broner's monsters. We can send someone from Tirsis to fix it later. The road to Tirsis leads northward, then cuts east as we climb up the hills to Tirsis. The road to the west leads to Kern, where my mother grew up. The north road leads up to the mountain area to the Fortress of Tiersis. Look up there on the cliffside. You can see the fortress walls. We'll be there by dark. What's going on here? Those aren't people. They're corpses. Walking corpses are trying to get into Tirsis. Guard! Guard!
Who's out there? Announce yourself!
Princess Shella of Lee and Jack Ohmsford.
Well, your highnesses, you better go find some safe place to hide. You can't get in here while these monsters are around.
What should we do? We can't just stand here waiting for dawn. The monsters will catch up to us. We've got to get into the city. At least this path is wide enough to avoid the corpses. Finally, a place with no walking corpses. It smells so much better here. Smoky, but better. Hello? Can you help us?
Go away!
Look, we're tired, we're cold, and all we want to do is sit by your fire for a while.
Just a minute.
Why are you here?
You're late. Monster's been here for weeks now. Broner back? How do you know?
Al-Anon told us.
Al-Anon, eh? He should know. Bad news. Very bad. You talked to the guard? Sounds like him. Don't know. Haven't been bothered lately. Used to have to fix the hut every morning after they got through with it at night. Mostly, I avoid them. No thanks.
Why not? You're helping us by sharing your hut. The least we can do is share some food. This stew is great. What did you use to flavor it so?
Laurel smoke adds a lot.
Laurel? Isn't laurel supposed to drive away evil?
Could be. Now that you mention it, haven't noticed the walking corpses around here since I started burning it. Since I started burning it, I don't think I've been bothered by the corpses. Sorry, I'm out. I think there's a laurel bush on the other side of the castle. The dwarves of Cullhaven sent me to get back Hendel's mace. You bring me some laurel, I'll make you a torch.
Those corpses seem to be all around the city. Looks like the cliff's too steep to go any further. We don't want to get any closer to those corpses. There, that should do it.
You find some wood? I'll use these branches to make a torch. You can use it to drive off the walking corpses and get into the city.
Why don't you come with us?
Can't get past the gate.
Why not?
Guard won't let me in.
We'll try to talk him into it. Besides, if this doesn't work, we could use your help.
All right, here's the torch. Let's go.
Yes! That did it! Hey, guard!
What is it now? What? How? Well, what do you know? The debtors are gone. Sure. Hey, Who's that with you?
It's our friend, Brendel.
We don't allow dwarves in Tirsis. We don't need no non-human scum here.
No. Clearly there's enough human scum here already.
Oh, right. The king and queen of Lee come to call on King Balinor in the middle of the night with a dwarf. Sure.
I am Princess Shella of Lee.
Oh, pleased to meet you, your highness. Yeah, and her highness's father is the king of Tirsis. Well, you can have a dwarf for a friend. You just can't bring him into Tirsis. The debtors come out at night, and the gate is shut. That's the way it's been for weeks now. Well, take your time. I ain't going nowhere.
You can see for yourself. It's important these two see the king. Open the gates.
I told you, no dwarfs!
Figured this would happen. Hey, guard, you gonna let us in?
Go away!
You two go in. I'll go back to my hut.
No. We said we'd get you into the city. Yes. I'm sure he'll do something about this.
It's an idea.
Jack, Brendel, can't we work this out?
Some other time, maybe. So, guard, you gonna let these two in or not?
No. N-O. No dwarfs!
They aren't dwarves.
Okay, you two. In. Dwarf, you try anything, I'll put a crossbow bolt into you quicker than I can look over the top of you.
Goodbye. For now, Brendel.
Bye. Oh, yeah, and thanks for trying.
You wish to see King Balinor Buchanan? I'm afraid the king is far too busy to see just anyone who wanders into Tirsis in the dead of night without proper escort or writ of passage. You two may not have noticed, but Tirsis is in a state of emergency. If you'll declare your business, I will judge if it is of sufficient value to disturb his majesty. The druid Alanon sent you? No one has seen him since the war. Years past.
We saw him in Lee when he spoke to my father.
Oh yes, your father. I believe you said that your father was king of Lee?
My father is the king of Lee.
So you claim. Claim the sword of Shannara? Who do you think you are? The one true king? Shay Ohmsford's son, come to claim his elvish heritage? My, aren't we privileged by your presence? And, as I understand it, you intend to take it back. I suppose one needs to expect such things from those with elvish blood. Again? What is this, the third or the fourth time? You think he'd be bored with it by now. Oh, I'm certain he would be as amused by your stories as I am, but he's much too busy to be disturbed by half-breeds and wandering princesses at the moment. The insignia of the House of Lee. I presume this is yours, Princess Shella.
No, I stole it.
Very humorous. However, I will make the proper arrangements, and perhaps the king will be able to see you Sometime later.
It's critical that we see him as soon as possible.
I will so inform His Majesty.
So Broner is behind this rising of the dead. When Shay destroyed him long ago, we hoped the warlock lord was gone forever. Each night, for weeks now, the risen dead roam the streets of Tirsis, attacking everything. The Border Legion defends the weaker sections, but much of the city is still overrun. When a guard dies in battle, he rises again as a walking corpse, and our guards must fight the bodies of fallen comrades. It seems hopeless. Thanks to you, we can drive them off with Laurelwood, but that's a temporary solution. We need to use the Sword of Shannara to defeat Broner once more. But the Sword Vault has been surrounded by a magical barrier from the time the dead first attacked the city. None can pass that barrier, and none can defeat it. Our only hope is that Al-Anon will arrive soon and find a way for you to regain the sword.
But Al-Anon's journeying to the northeast. We don't know when he'll get here. We can't just wait for him.
Princess Shella, you and Jack Omsford seem to be the pawns of destiny against Broner this time. Do whatever you think is necessary to regain the Sword of Shannara. I have vital business with the Parliament for most of the day, so you will be on your own. You must forgive me, for I must return to my duties. I will speak with you both later.
His Majesty has given you permission to wander through Tirsis unescorted and unsupervised. I suggest that you refrain from random pilferage and destruction.